Arsenal smell blood. Liverpool right now are a wounded animal, bleeding, splashing about in the shallow waters, and there is a big red shark swimming around and ready to pounce. The injury list at Liverpool has grown. It is certainly substantial. There could be 2 or 3 big players for them missing this weekend against Aston Villa, and they've got to find a way to patch them up. They have got to find a way of getting the system right, the better players back in, and winning the next 2 Premier League games by hook or by crook. To a degree, the performances don't even matter. Address that in the international break, win the games. Because let's be honest, the likelihood of Arsenal losing to Burnley or to Sunderland is very low. Arsenal are not conceding shots on goal. Arsenal are not conceding shots on target. They're not conceding big chances. It's very, very unlikely. Now, shocks can happen. Arsenal have got to remain... They've got to remain honest, humble, and hardworking, and they cannot allow for complacency to set in. This is absolutely paramount for Arsenal maintaining this run that they're on. They cannot think, and I think some of this will stem from fan attitude. It's done. It's over. I've actually seen quite a few of the Arteta outers do this. They're playing a game, and it's like a freshly washed window. It's so transparent. You can see everything through it. It's the stay humble, guys. It's the come on, people. We can do this. We can do it. We must do it. We're clear. I think we can do it now, guys. Oh my God, I'm starting to believe. And it's funny because I listen to the content. I listen to the TikToks. I watch the videos, and I see a lot of comments. Planting a seed in case we foul, and that's what they're doing. So it's the, I think it's the attitude of the fans that do truly believe it's okay to. But I think what you've got to push is the message of keep working hard, don't get complacent, keep running through brick walls, and you can achieve this. And I think Arsenal win their next 2 Premier League games. On the balance of probability, I think that's going to happen. But when I look here, we know Leone's out, but Curtis Jones is a risk. Gravenberch, got Frimpong out for 6 weeks. Isak. Arne Slot has to find a way. Arne Slot has to find a way to beat Aston Villa at home, which they are the favourites for still, I will add. They are still the favourites for that game, but they have to find a way to win. They have to find a way to get over that line. For the next 2 games, this is just me and my opinion, I'm abandoning principle. I'm abandoning my own principle for a very short period of time. The principle normally is performances and consistency of performances will equal better results. That's a really bad saying. But good performances are what create consistent positive results. That's still a shit saying. I probably got, again, I should, if I want to market it, which I don't, by the way, I've got to find something a little catchier, right? I could probably just run it through Chat GTP. It'll give me some good options. But you get my point. I'm abandoning that. In my view, if I'm sitting in that Liverpool dressing room, I'm abandoning. I hope they don't. Right? Because I don't want Liverpool winning the league. But they need to. And the reason they need to is they drop points to Villa and Arsenal win. If City also win, the game after that is away at City. You don't want to go to the Emirates this early in this... Sorry, the Etihad this early in the season in a must-win situation. Not when Arsenal could potentially... Let's say they draw against Villa and Arsenal win. There now is a 9-point gap. There could be a 12-point gap off the top by the time they kick off against Man City. You don't want that. And even then, if Arsenal do mess up in one of these games, you're not going to catch any ground. They have to win. They have to win. Because the one thing about Arsenal right now is I still think the attack's going to get better. It's that defence. It's almost impenetrable. Impenetrable right now. If Arsenal were a contraception, there'd be no teen babies. There'd be none. If they were a contraception right now, they are 100% accurate, reliable when it comes to not being penetrated and not birthing goals. So it's huge. And look, the injury situation, we spoke about it earlier today on the Football Terrace. It's a real problem. And it isn't that, last year the mainstream media took on a bit of fan content. And fans were doing the whole, Arsenal have no excuses, I don't care about the injuries. And from a fan's perspective, we get that's fun, we get that's banter. The problem is the mainstream media run with it. The mainstream media pushed it, and suddenly it became a real talking point and not just a bit of fun. Injuries are a reason for a team to go backwards. Losing out on players at the level of Gravenberch, Isak, Frimpong, etc. That hurts your team. Curtis Jones, Becker in goal. Jesus Christ, they've got the best goalie in the world. There is no goalie as good as him in the world. Therefore, if he's out injured, by default, you get worse. Right? It's just a fact. But what the conversation is around is how good is the fringe? How good are the backups? How deep truly is the squad? That is what Arsenal's problem was last year. It's what we're seeing at Chelsea right now when Cole Palmer's out. When Levi, they need better than Levi Colwill in my opinion, but when he's out, you suddenly start to see issues. Go, Jesus, no one who's coming in can bridge that gap. I think Esteval probably could, but the manager isn't picking him, so that's a separate conversation. But injuries hurt teams. But the conversation comes about recruitment, depth, rotation, utilisation. And I don't want us to stop having those conversations just for a bit of petty banter against a team we don't like. We've got to be serious for a moment. And these next 3 games, because you've got the Champions League game against Real Madrid in there as well, but these next 2 league games for Slot are so important. Because Arsenal are smelling blood. Arsenal want to annihilate them. And not because Arsenal have any, as a football club, have any kind of personal vendetta against Liverpool. This is purely a sort of self-preservation thing. They see an opportunity to win. In the ideal world, Arsenal win both their games, Liverpool draw the next 2, and City draw the next 2. Or both lose, and then draw against each other. Because it would give Arsenal a very significant 7, 8, 9, 10, 12-point gap over both of the genuine title contenders. And I know that people will say, don't disrespect Tottenham, don't disrespect Sunderland, don't disrespect Bournemouth. I'm not disrespecting them. I just don't think their squads, I just don't think their teams are good enough to win the Premier League. But Arsenal are smelling that blood. They're circling. And if Liverpool don't react, if they don't get out the water, if they don't stop the bleeding, they are going to be gobbled up. They're going to hear that is it John Williams? I think John Williams did the music. Da, 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 da. They're going to hear it. In their head, in their mind, every kick of the ball. The shark is coming. Look, I want to get your thoughts. I want to get your feelings. How do you see this weekend going for Liverpool? A massive game against Villa. Big injury problems. Huge injury problems. Have these injury problems. Are they going to hand the title to Arsenal? Now, Arsenal have got to grab it. It's been handed. They've still got to grab it. They've still got to take it. But it does feel like the door is ajar. Give me your thoughts. Give me your feelings. Give me your opinions in the comment section below. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all again soon. Peace.